action.
It's this redneck zombies. It's the old movie I found them when I was going through the stuff in the cabinets underneath the TV. Way in the back.
Yeah, this shit trash.
Yeah. No. Yep.
Yeah. You know, this actually reminds me.
Hmm.
I was thinking of a zombie game recently, and I couldn't remember which one it was.
Which year was it from?
It was like some point during the 2010s.
Yeah. COD?
No.
Resident Evil?
No. Like first person?
Oh, first person. Left 4 Dead?
No, not Left 4 Dead.
Zombie U?
No.
Dead Island?
Nuh-uh.
Walking Dead?
No.
H1Z1?
Why are there so many zombie games?
Oh, no, man.
It had like parkour in it.
Oh, American Propaganda.
American Propaganda for sure.
Involving zombies and parkour.
Involving zombies and parkour.
Damn.
Dying Light. Yeah, Dying Light. That's what it is.
Shit. Oh, fuck, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that was
a game.
Oh.
I actually have it on Xbox One.
You have an Xbox One?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's play it. Why not? It's fresh on the mind.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, this movie fucking blows ass.
This movie's kind of
garbage.
Let's
go play fucking Dying Light now.
Dying Light.
Let's talk about this video game, dude.
Let's talk about this video game, dude.
Sit down. Dying Light is a video game where you are a hired mercenary. You drop into a country known as Zanzibar. A bunch of zombies are there. You fall in and you meet up with a ragtag crew of survivors who you meet and you learn about across the journey. And there's an evil guy named Rice, and he wants to kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because chaos.
Evil. Because he's evil and there's chaos.
And chaos rules the world.
And chaos rules the world.
Run away from zombies, parkour, melee combat. A lot of people like this game. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think let me get my phone.
I went into this game and I was like, everyone loves this game.
Yeah.
Everyone loves this game, dude. Yeah. I've never heard a bad thing about this game.
Yeah.
This shit's boring.
I think it had like
you want to look up the score?
I'm looking at the score. Yeah. Look at the Metacritic. 10 out of 10 on Steam.
What the fuck?
10 out of 4.6.
10 out of 10 on Steam.
On Google and shit. Certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, actually. That's
cool. Oh, we should mention the main character's name.
We'll get there.
What's his name?
I know his name.
Crane.
Kyle Crane. My name's Kyle. Yeah.
My name's Kyle Crane.
Mm-hmm. I think we should just start talking about the story. I think that's the first thing we can go into.
Yeah.
So, very generic army guy, Kyle Crane. I mean, you can't come up with a more basic name. Not even a basic name, a fake name.
Like a fake name.
A fake army
very
guy
fake,
name.
like action hero name.
Like if someone was like Steve Smith, I would believe that they existed. But like Kyle Crane, that's not a real person.
Kyle Crane, no, it's not a real person. But it's like your generic mid-2000s fucking action hero war story.
But basically, you drop in and you're sort of welcomed into this.
They kind of just like
survival group.
They take you in.
Most of them die. I think all of them die, except like one guy. It's supposed to be, okay, you're going to meet this group, you're going to grow closer together, and they're all going to die. And it's tragic. But you don't spend any actual time with the people.
All you do is you just do jobs for them.
Yeah.
That's literally, they don't accompany you or anything. And when they do accompany you, they die.
Yeah.
Like, it's not...
it's not engaging.
You don't grow any, like, relationship with them at all.
There is no progression in terms of like the setting or like the story in the gameplay you do. You just go and do tasks. For example, I mean, like there's no like let's go break the gates, and then the map gets flooded with water, or anything to like show that you're really having an effect on the world. Maybe with like blowing up of the towers, which sounds bad out of context, but they do it a lot. I don't know why.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think you blow up like 3 towers in that game?
Mm-hmm. You go into task, and then you meet Rice, who's the main villain, who's just the most generic person that I've ever
like, you know, in these kinds of games, like, at least have like the villain have some sort of cool character, something to make me like want to kill this dude.
The idea of like the villain who just likes chaos is so stupid, and it's always there. We compare him to the guy from Far Cry 3. I'm pretty sure they made Voss.
They made him cool. Like, he was an interesting villain.
To be fair, I didn't play Far Cry 3. I just know he was cool, though. That's what I'm saying.
He was cool. You should watch a Pyrocynical video on it.
I did watch the Pyrocynical video.
That's free promo, Pyro.
But yeah, he's just super generic. And then it ends with you killing him and whatnot. And you save the city. And there's like the Eve. Alright, you're hired by the GRE.
GRE, yep.
I forgot about that. You got hired by these evil bastard corporations who are gonna bomb the
They're gonna bomb the fucking place. They're gonna bomb it.
For what reason?
For what
reason? To stop the outbreak.
Yeah, they're gonna bomb it to stop the outbreak, even though you have the cure. You're getting there to grab the cure to like pretty much stop the rest of the world from getting it, and then they're gonna bomb the place, but then you grow attached to your surrounding, and then you're like, guys, don't bomb it.
But it's like they're gonna bomb it because they told the world that there's no survivors. So they're just gonna get rid of the infection and save the world. And then you tell the world there are survivors.
There's survivors.
And like the planes are flying over and they hear that and they don't bomb it. Like I was saying when we were playing it, if people were actually there and some guy said, "Hey, don't fucking bomb us," you would still bomb. It's one guy. It's one guy.
It's one guy. You're gonna get backlash, sure.
Probably not.
But if they find out,
you'll probably get a promotion.
No, I meant like if the public found out, not fucking GRE found out.
GRE would like.
You'd be like,
look like a hero. They would be like, "Oh, hero bomber destroys country."
hero. Celebration of terrorism.
I guess we could talk about the characters individual. Like, let's talk about Raheem. Who cares?
He was this game's attempt at like a youthful spirit.
Yeah.
And he just came off as whiny sometimes. He was drunk at one point. He was really whiny. He almost died.
He's gonna fall.
No.
But he's so close.
Oh!
There was the doctor who you thought was kind of cool.
I like the doctor. I forgot his name.
That's kind of the thing. You like, at the most you're gonna get out of these characters, it was like, he was alright.
Yeah. I like them because, like, you know, he actually, like, he does the most for you as a character.
Yeah.
Like, you go there, you're infected, it's like, oh, here, take this. You know, let me help you out.
Yeah.
And these little fucking moments in the story where you just seize. And so you just start seizing. It doesn't happen in normal gameplay. There's nothing to like aggro it for you to be careful or anything. No. You just fucking at random points when the story calls for it, you just shake up and you're just like,
Talking about Jade as a character.
That fine ass corpse. We'll cut that out.
No, we won't.
Do we like?
Anyway,
do we like put it in the clips where I started talking about her zombie body? You might have to.
Jade, love is blind.
Take your pants off.
Jade is a character, cookie cutter like everyone else in the game.
She was a little more interesting though. She had the whole story of, you know, wanting to do good by her brother or whatever, being a person who cares about her family.
The whole, like, zombie, you being infected could have been so much cooler. Or maybe not even cool, just a relevant part of the story. Because, like, the only thing, like you said, was just when you would go...
Crane, I just want you to promise me one thing.
What?
When the time comes, you're the one who takes
What is it, Jade?
Jade, no, I can't kill you.
Jade, no.
Jade, no. Jade,
Jade,
no, I want to.
Jade, I'm gonna. Jade, I'm.
So that's the story of Dynamite.
Don't forget the ending.
Fuck the ending. I don't even remember what happens in the ending.
You don't remember what happened?
Well, you killed like Tahir, which is like Rice's like second-hand man, who I didn't even know what existed.
Exactly. Tahir just shows up, gives you one of the best weapons you can find in the game without crafting, and then just
dies.
Just dies.
And he's like barely relevant. You have boss Tahir, you kill him. He says some dumb line where Kyle is in his face, and he's like, Tahir, you're too dangerous to be kept alive, and then he cuts his throat. Just after exactly like that.
Just like that.
Yeah. And then you go up to fight Rise in the last mission. You do it, and they cut out the only good part of the game, the co-op.
Which honestly, it had no importance to the story at all because we ended up getting there around the same time, anyways. And then the final boss fight. Will Rise, this big baddie you've been building up for the whole game. It's like, oh, he's evil. Oh, you're gonna have to work with him at first. You know, he's gonna give you some answers and he's gonna give you the cure. Oh no, he's not. He's not because why? You should never trust Rise. Never trust Rise. He's gonna kill people. Yeah. He's crazy. This final boss fight, he doesn't turn into a zombie, which would have been better.
Would have been
been so much better if he just like
dumb, but it would have been
exactly. They could have done some twist where it's like, oh, he took so much antizin already that like it fucked with his genealogy, and then he turned into something like from super mega ultra zombie. No. The final boss fight with Rise is the one and only quick time event in the whole game.
Was this a VHS? Oh, for cuts! What the fuck? I wasn't holding the controller. I thought it was a cutscene.
For story-wise, it was bad. And when you get to Rise, he does that dumb hero thing where he will kill everyone he meets before the bad guy.
Yep.
And he gets to the bad guy and he says, I'm not gonna kill you. Yep. Because things will be different. And then he ends up killing him anyway.
Exactly.
Because Rise is gonna kill you. Because that's what he's gonna do.
Exactly.
You fucking idiot. And then the game ends.
And then it just ends.
Well, because we got the antidote, I guess. I guess the idea is that you got the
antidote.
But
you don't get to, like, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here. But then it just boots you back to the main menu.
He, like, Rice, like, talks to you the entire time you're into the thing, and he's doing his evil monologue. Remember when you go up in the elevator and it starts playing jazz?
He's not menacing. Like, he's not scary. He's a bitch.
Right, I didn't even bring up the fact that he does, like, villains will kill their subordinates when they do something, like, wrong. Then they kill the subordinate, like, the main bad guy. He shoots him because he fucked up.
Exactly.
Rise just kills people.
America, good. America, oh my god, wow. Oh my god, imagine playing this game in fucking
Why
China.
is he doing that? Why would you shoot them?
Cause he's evil! Cause he's evil, Brandon! He's evil! He has no reason! He's evil! Don't you understand?
Like, who the fuck would follow this guy?
Well, what benefit is he providing?
He does not have any... There is no reason that Rise would have power above anyone else. Because everyone in the zombie apocalypse world would just kill him.
Exactly.
He's not intelligent.
No.
He doesn't make smart decisions.
He does not.
He doesn't have any position of power over people. He's just intimidating and crazy. And people are like, oh yeah, I fuck with that.
Tahir would have been better. Tahir was this big ass brawling dude.
That's true. I would be afraid of him.
Machete.
Yeah. Let's talk about the American propaganda.
The American propaganda.
Now let's talk about the story.
Kyle Crane, U.S. citizen, GRE representative, gets dropped into what's the country? That he gets dropped into this Middle Eastern ass country, and then he becomes their savior.
Yeah.
They can't do this without Kyle Crane, and they start sucking Kyle's dick like nobody's business.
They keep saying he's special, I think.
Yeah, they're like, he's so special.
And I think Jade says at one point, it's like, Kyle, it's up to you to save yourself or to save others. And of course you would save others. Because you're amazing or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Why?
Why? And he doesn't do anything special.
He doesn't. He really doesn't.
This is why I liked my zombie idea. Because that would give people a reason to say, hey, this guy is something unique. If you make him a zombie transformer, You know, it's something that's unique, but he's just some guy who can parkour because he was on the track team. Yeah. And then, of course, just the rise again is just the crazy foreigner guy who loves chaos because
he likes blowing shit up.
And also the idea, American idea of like the government is corrupt.
Yeah.
It's freedom above all.
Freedom.
The GRE is the corrupt government. And the lone American survivor, Kyle Crane, is gonna like save the day. I would rather have had a story, which I think actually would be kind of interesting for a game to go this way for once, is just have the main character be part of the group. And another thing, just give him a character.
No, literally. And the audacity for Roger Craig Smith to agree to this.
Jeff, do you recognize this voice actor?
No.
Jeff, you would never believe.
Roger Craig Smith?
I don't get it. Oh, he's Sonic!
Yeah!
Eggman.
If he wasn't Sonic the Hedgehog, I would bump the game down a point. The story is American propaganda, bad, but it is a video game.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be more important. How does the game feel? The game is ass.
It was ass with a capital fart.
Yeah. That's what people come here to see. That's what people want out of a review show. So there's like a few main aspects. There's like parkour, melee combat, shooting.
I kind of like shooting.
And then I won't even say exploration, but like you scavenge for stuff, and the crafting thing. Let's talk about the crafting first. The crafting is so tacked on, it hurts.
Yes.
If you want,
it doesn't make sense.
Here's a much better solution. Have the powerful items, that you get and you make, just scatter them around the area. Mm-hmm. Have reasons for people to just go out and like find things.
Exactly.
Instead of picking up metal parts and string to make your god killer. It feels super patched on too because of the survivor mode. What was that thing?
The survivor
sense, whatever it was, Spidey sense. Shit.
Yeah, that survivor sense. Yeah.
Like if you need a mechanic to show you where the collectible parts are, the parts are not well integrated into gameplay. Mm-hmm. If you need to hold down a button and say this is where they are in the room, just make them like highlighted. Yeah. Or something that just doesn't slow down the game. Because you go over, you have to like play an animation, open a door, grab a thing, just have them highlighted, walk by, grab, and then you keep going. The crafting mechanic is so frustrating. Yeah. Weapons breaking is completely useless.
The durability aspect is stupid because like you can still use the weapons beforehand. Like at least in Breath of the Wild, it just becomes useless. Like you literally, it just breaks.
Let's do melee combat.
I liked melee combat, honestly. I thought it was fun. Once I got that one fucking like mini knife that I got that just started insta-killing enemies. I'm gonna jump ahead, but like the game doesn't become fun until you rank up a little bit. Like, you get some upgrades.
Yeah.
Because without the upgrade, you can't just drop kick. Your sprinting is ass. Your stamina, the stamina feature sucks.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about just the level up mechanic? Because honestly, I forgot about it.
Yeah, the level up mechanics? Yeah, sure. The game, you need them. Like, you literally need it to play this game.
Yeah.
And not in like I can't do this level without it. Like, no, the game is just not fun without
it. Yeah. It's another mechanic just like the crafting that is just on there to pad out time, I think.
It's made for you to want to do stuff at night.
Yeah, if you had just said, hey, here's all your tools, you are a parkour expert because you were on the track team.
Exactly.
You just give the player the opportunity to figure out their skill set.
Exactly.
And master the game, and like be good at it. But there's no room for improvement, at least on the player's end.
Yeah.
Because the gameplay itself is so shallow. Just give me the tools to have fun. I want to drop kick people. I want to slide. Especially the slide.
How
is that a fucking level?
How am I on the track team?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know how to slide. You telling me Kyle Crane had to learn how to do that?
Yeah, I don't think so. And it's like, to the melee combat, the games where melee combat is fun. Plays with the idea of weaving in and out of enemy attacks and knowing what you can dodge, maybe what you can block, and when to strike at opportune times. If you think of it like an actual fight, that is what fighting is. Like boxing, whatever. You look for the right moments to strike. Dying Light does not have that. You either drop kick a zombie and then bash his skull in.
Break some ribs, maybe.
The zombie like bites you for a second and then you bash his skull in.
Exactly.
There's no back and forth. The dodge is ridiculous. If you want to have a dodge in a melee combat game, that's a great idea. Don't make the dodge send you 10 miles to the left. Oh my
god!
You can't weave in and out.
Exactly.
The zombies don't have fucking arms that long. Like, you know what I mean? So if you dodge, let's say you dodge an attack, you are not in a position to do a counterattack.
You're not.
Because you're on the other side of the
you have to run up to the zombie, risk getting attacked again.
And there's no back and forth. It's ridiculous. And again, the RPG aspects of getting really good weapons is so frustrating because your weapons feel like ass.
They do. Except for the weapons you craft and the weapons you get in that fucking hell mode. That like Doom.
Yeah, the Doom hell mode.
Yeah, the Doom hell mode shit.
If I swung a crowbar at a zombie's head, I want that shit to feel like it hurt.
Exactly.
And it can feel like it hurt if you have the legendary crowbar that is like gold and shiny. But if you just pick up some fucking lead pipe, it does no damage. So what it leaves you with is weapons that don't feel like they have any impact, because when you hit a zombie, they don't even like stagger or take a lot of damage. So it's just not satisfying. It's fun to kick a zombie down and then beat on his skull like a caveman, but there's no like, again, push and pull, looking for opportunities to strike, and then feeling like when you get a hit, it's satisfying. Kick is fun.
The kick is very funny. I think I had some of my favorite times in this game kicking.
Also, a little just thing, the animation where the zombies go up and bite you and you have to do the quick time.
It's so annoying.
It sucks. And it's, again, why the melee combat sucks, because that is their attack. And you can't react to it. There's a thing, you know, the grapple where they get in close and you throw them off the side?
Yeah. The shove. Which is also an unlockable move.
I have been in so many situations in that game where I'm spamming the grapple move to throw them to the side when they're going to come at me and swing at me. Mm-hmm. But since they do the bite animation, it doesn't work. They just go in and they do an automatic animation and they start biting you on the neck. It takes away any of that, like, hey, you can dodge a move and then hit them or do anything interesting, because you're just watching a cutscene. It's really hard to dodge.
Yeah.
And you either just have to get the fuck out of the way, which, again, you can't hit them because your dodge goes so far, or you just take the bite and then beat the zombie up afterwards. Lost my breath there. Talking for a while about lead pipes.
The lead pipes.
So
shooting. I didn't have a lot of high hopes for the shooting. I thought it was gonna be janky. That was gonna be really shitty.
I wouldn't say it's very.
It's not polished. It's not perfect, but it makes sense.
The melee combat is where they designed the game to have challenge. And I don't think they did it well.
They didn't.
But the melee combat, you can tell in the boss fights that take away all your weapons, you only get like some shitty machete.
Exactly.
That is where the game is challenging and pressures you in any way. As soon as you pick up the gun,
it's the easiest game in the fucking world. Yeah. Oh my god. And once you craft, like, you had the plasma one, right?
Yeah.
The plasma rifle.
Yeah.
What I crafted a silenced, like, suppressed AR, and the game just became so much easier because the suppressor isn't a cosmetic. It actually suppresses, so the zombies don't hear the shots, so you can just spray and pray, and then bullets are like bombs, essentially, because they just tear through enemies.
Headshot, they're dead.
Headshot, they're done for.
Any enemy that was intimidating before, like the ones with the big concrete sticks, they were threatening because you had to get in close and you might get smacked by that thing.
Exactly.
You can just get up on a ledge, shoot him like 20 times and he's dead.
Exactly.
If you have bullets, the game is easy. If you don't have bullets, the game is frustrating. There's no entertaining time. There's no good balance of hard, but you can do things. There's either the melee combat is frustrating or the game is a cakewalk.
Yep. Do you want to talk about the variety of zombies?
It doesn't matter.
That's true.
You know what I mean? They don't, like
some of them, no. Okay. Some of them do matter.
Yeah.
Because outside of, like, the normal zombies that you see on the street, like, just casually when you start up the game, they start trying to do things to amp it up and like give you more incentive to like get powerful weapons, care about like leveling up and all that. But the problem is you can always run away from them. Yeah. Except for the fucking kamikaze zombies. I did like the kamikaze zombies once they were introduced because it added a sense of fear for me in the game. Like opening a door and like in the sewers and then just seeing one of those shits and like either having enough like reflexes to close the door or just being scared shitless when I blow up out of nowhere. But something that they just should have never had in the game is that fucking baby.
Oh, fuck the baby. I hate the baby.
No, literally, fuck the baby.
No.
It's a late game enemy that when he appears like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. And it's there to inconvenience you and nothing more. But it's not like inconveniencing you in like a spot where you should be inconvenienced. It's literally just an inconvenience. It adds nothing to the game.
They don't put it in when you're fighting other zombies. You just fight the baby.
Exactly.
And then you go and you like snap its neck or whatever.
It's like, it'd be unfair and hard if we put it in with other zombies.
Because it's designed poorly.
Exactly.
It doesn't completely take away you can't sprint, attack, or do anything.
It just eats your health.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's like...
That's what a gun comes in too. You just shoot
the baby. Again, no more challenge.
Fucking shoot babies.
The zombie enemy types do not force you to change how you interact with a group of enemies. Like, maybe the kamikaze one.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
You go on from afar, pull out your little strap. just like that.
Just like that. That's
just like that.
Just like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You get the little kunais. I like using the kunais at the babies. I like throwing them.
You like killing babies?
I like stabbing babies with my kunais, with my ninja stars.
That's pretty fun. When you're playing Left 4 Dead or Left 4 Dead 2, and like a zombie, an enemy type shows up, your immediate thought is, I need to deal with this right now.
Yeah, because there's a sense of urgency. My favorite parts of the game, when we were fighting zombies in waves.
Yeah.
And then after a certain amount, they just stopped coming. Because it's like, oh, we killed all the zombies in this area. We can progress.
Yeah.
I like the sense of progression.
Enemies are frustrating to fight with melee combat. Too easy with guns. And the last part of the game, which should be the best part, it is the best part, is you can just run away from them from the parkour.
Yeah, the parkour is easily the best part of the game. Whether it's vaulting over the zombies, finding random ass, you can really do a lot with the parkour, which is awesome. Like you can, the amount of times I've jumped on random buildings out of like fear, and then it just so happens I could just jump on it. I'm like, great, perfect. This is how it should be.
Yeah, like you can really climb on just about anything, you know, which is nice. And it gives a aspect, I don't know if it was intentional, but like if you're running away from a group of enemies, which usually is pretty easy, but like let's say they're giving you a bit harder a time, it adds this cool level of like, now this is a puzzle game. What stuff are you going to jump on to get up to that building? And once you get up to that building, how are you going to get down?
Exactly.
How are you going to get to across the other building? It makes you make quick decisions in a short amount of time, and it's fun. And it's enjoyable. The only problem being, since everything is sort of like, most things are parkourable, you can climb on them, the visual clarity of what isn't, because there's some things that you can't do.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, especially in the climbing sections, it's like, I don't know if this is a ledge. I don't know if I'm going to fall here.
It's just like leap of faith.
Leap of faith, yeah. And it usually works out. So it's honestly, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
We were talking about this when we were playing, in comparison to like Mirror's Edge, which was, I think came around, it didn't.
Mirror's Edge came out in like 2008, 9 or whatever, something like that.
In that game, they highlight everything you can jump on in red, which gets you to a level of parkouring quickly and satisfyingly faster, but it does not provide the same experience of like, okay, how am I going to do this? Because you know how you're going to do it most of the time. So it's sort of like, what do you like more? The like decision making of Dying Light, or just the lot more, I think it's like a better flow in Mirror's Edge. It's harder to break the flow of like running through things and whatnot. But I think they have their ups and downs. Yeah. So honestly, it's pretty fun.
That was a good part of the game.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. But when it becomes night,
yeah,
those big
all
ass
the
zombies come
just
out,
magically get powerful. These nocturnal ass zombies,
and they start chasing you. It can be kind of fun.
It can be, because then that fucking quick decision making comes into play, and like, okay, I can jump up here, I can jump up there. Sometimes they'll follow you, which adds to it. It's like, oh my god, but it's a bitch early game.
Yeah, yeah, and especially what I think hurts the parkour the most is the stamina feature.
Yeah,
why is it in the game? Same thing as durability. Most of the times when I get hit by zombies, near like the end of the game, once you've kind of figured out how the game works and you're pretty good at it, you're only really going to get hit when you run out of stamina.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous because you can't change that.
No, you can't.
You could say, oh...
Like, it's not a skill issue, it's a game issue.
Mm-hmm. You could say, like, oh, you have to, like, conserve your stamina. But first of all, you don't know how much stamina you have.
And you don't have a lot of stamina.
You don't have a lot. And if I stop to gain my stamina back, the zombies will eat me.
Yeah.
So you just have to get hit eventually. Like, there's nothing you can do about running out of stamina. And especially in the last mission, when you're running through the sewers away from all those big zombies.
You just had a problem with the sewers in general. I didn't have that much of a problem with them.
I'm going to do this right now.
Yeah.
We're going to do this right now. You're going to talk about the sewers.
I'm sorry. You were just struggling. I wasn't.
Cut to a clip of Jeff dying.
Did you survive the ambush?
Yeah. Oh my god!
You
no!
did not survive the ambush.
And then you can cut to that clip of the bomb exploding from the tower out of nowhere because lightning struck it or some fucking bullshit. I was losing my mind because this game is fucking the most forced difficulty I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, shit, the cable snapped.
What the Oh! What? Did you do that? Ow!
No.
Ow! I hate it! I hate it here! No, I'm losing it!
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die!
I'm so mad.
I'm gonna
I'm so mad. I'm so fucking mad. I'm so mad. I'm so fucking mad. No fucking shot. You just blow up a fucking barrel out of nowhere and throw like 10 zombies at me. It's like, oh, yeah, dude, have fun. Like, go fuck yourself.
But anyway, I don't even remember where I was. The last part of the mission where you're running away from all the zombies in the sewer, it's pretty easy. It's just like a straight path. And then I get hit because, I run. It's just frustrating, and it forces you to get hit for no reason. They should have just had no stamina in the game.
Which I also don't like the health system.
What about it specifically?
I just don't like it.
I think if you had just had like the COD health system, where it's like you get hit, and then if you stay out of combat for a bit, you heal your health back up.
That would have been cool.
It's good. Do we miss anything?
Maybe.
So, in summary, Dying Light is a game that came out.
It is a game that came out. It is terribly bland.
It's not the worst game I've ever played.
But I wouldn't replay it. It's
about the most middle of the road game you could play,
exactly.
I think.
Am I going to suggest it to other people? That's not my first option.
Let's do what we should probably do. Is co-op worth it? Because that's kind of what...
Co-op is worth it. I would say if you're playing the game with a friend, it is definitely worth it.
If you really need...
Because you will die to some bullshit.
And then you share that experience.
Exactly. And then you can also heal each other.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That is part of it. Mm-hmm. So the co-op is not heavily integrated into the game. It was a feature that was just kind of thrown on. But if it wasn't there, I would never have played that game. Which probably would have been better if I didn't ever play that game.
Yeah. My life would have been fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to have experienced a Dying Light community.
That fucking guy. Did we talk about that guy?
No.
Who the fuck?
Someone else join.
He's level 250. He's what the fuck?
There he goes. I'm staying in the shelter. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, with this guy. Hold God damn. Oh, I gotta check my
Stop.
audio. Go outside.
No! Dude, we're on the same team, you fucking... Stop! Stop it!
But, yeah, so co-op game... It's not a co-op game. Really. There's nothing really to co-op.
There's not a co-op.
You just play the game together.
Exactly.
Basically.
That's literally it. But it's fun.
It's fun. I mean, co-op is always fun.
Yeah.
The game is serviceable enough that I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
Fucking 16 hours of it.
Yeah, the game should have been reduced in time because it was boring.
It drags.
It drags. Anyway, that's our dino review.
What's your rating?
Oh, should we do ratings? I want to give like a metaphorical rating. This
dick
game.
Out of 10.
Just a dick out of 10.
To say dick out of 10.
I would say this game is like. It's like walking to work. I'm gonna turn off the camera now. Fucking asshole. God damn it. Oh, it's so hot.
Toys, hold X to search.
Yeah, hold it at cream pie.
Yeah, you get it.